According to a collection of testimonies of the lives of saints known as the Golden Legend, Saint Helena, mother of the Emperor Constantine in 326 AD, made a journey destined to remain imprinted in history. She decided to travel to the Holy Land to visit the sites of Christ's Passion. And from this pilgrimage, she brought back to Rome important relics, one of which was a fragment of the true cross of Jesus.
It was in the years between the council at Nicaea in 325 and the death of Helena 4 years later that Constantine built several important sanctuaries in the Holy Land at the biblical places in Jerusalem and Bethlehem. And at the same time he brought a relic of the Holy Cross to Rome and put it here in a hall of the imperial palace, which he transformed into a church and gave it the name Jerusalem. And it is only 70 years later that the discovery of the cross was attributed to Helena herself by St. Ambrose in Milan, who says that Helena discovered the Holy Cross together with the inscription of the cross. Many of these relics arrived here in the later Middle Ages, and that was the period of the Crusades when many relics of the Passion were imported to Rome from the Holy Land, and it's really difficult to say anything at all about their authenticity. The two main relics here were always the Holy Cross and the inscription of the cross, which were always at the center of the devotion and the attention of pilgrims. They have never been proved to be fake. Although it's very difficult to reconstruct their history because the attitude to relics have changed. Today we are used to observe relics. They are exposed in reliquaries. In the early Middle Ages they were always hidden beneath the floor, beneath the altar of the church, so the pilgrims couldn't see the relics, but in some way they felt that the spiritual power of the relics embraced the entire church building.
In the apse of the Basilica, the frescoes tell the story of the legend of the true cross. And in this vaulted apse, it's like a large book with the stories of the relics. Like reading a book, starting from the left and going to the right, we see St. Helena, already in the Holy Land, in Jerusalem, asking a Jew, not by chance named Judas, where the true cross is hidden. After a bit of resistance, Judas, who would even become Bishop of Jerusalem with the name of Syriac, reveals the place where the cross of Jesus is hidden. Towards the right, we can see that 3 crosses are brought to light during the excavations. In order to distinguish the true cross of Jesus, they have a corpse laid on each wood. And when the corpse came into contact with the true cross, it came back to life. Finally, in the center of the apse, Helena is seen holding the rediscovered cross. Kneeling in prayer at her side is Cardinal Pedro González de Mendoza, titular of the Basilica from 1478 to 1495. Now, of course, we can never be certain that these are genuine relics of the Passion of Jesus. But what we do know is that they are incredibly symbolic and so important in the devotion to that tomb that lay empty 2,000 years ago.